Michiganders, I need your help. Right now, today is the day I need you to stand up for energy freedom. The Michigan Senate right now and the big bad utility companies here in Michigan today are trying to prevent you guys from owning your power and having solar. Think about this. They're trying to put a cap right now on 2%. 2% of all the Michigan folks are allowed to have solar. Think about that. If you're in the 98 percentile, you're not allowed. You know what you can do? You can pay them a premium for renewable energy that they installed on some interstate down the street. But let me tell you how solar works. First problem, we have so many grid issues. How many times does your power go out every single month? All the time. Our grid is unreal. Our cost of power is one of the highest in the country. We don't know why. Nobody wants to tell us why. More than any other state our company is in, Michigan's the highest. On top of that, of not only charging our homeowners here and our business owners and our residents in Michigan all this money for power that they're getting right now from the power company, we have an opportunity for people to own their power or not. And here's what Michigan Senate and the utility companies are trying to do. They're trying to say if people get solar, it hurts the grid. How does that hurt the grid? When someone has solar, they use that energy first. So therefore, they're not buying from the grid. They use that power first. They utilize it for their home. They get any extra, they fill up their battery, they use that later. That's still less stress on the grid. Any extra then goes out to the grid. Well, Jason, that's weird. You're going to put energy on the grid? Yes. Here's how this works. It works like water. If I overproduce energy, it comes out and it moves, a little molecule moves, and it goes right next door to my neighbor, who then the utility company sells them that power. That's a lot cheaper, more cost effective for a utility company rather than making power here at the power station, moving it to the substation, and then moving it to your home. That's ridiculous. That saves them a ton of money. But you want to know what the utility companies in Michigan want to do? They want to control it. They want to control it because we're making electric cars right here in Michigan. GM just partnered with Tennessee Valley Authority to put solar on their place of business in Tennessee, in their manufacturing plant. Why? Well, they can't do it here in Michigan because there's a cap. And God forbid the utility companies won't allow them to do it here. They're going to start making electric cars. What are we going to do when we live in Michigan and we've got all these electric cars? Right now, the power goes out a lot. Pretend we don't have any solar, okay? Right now, the power goes out a lot. You go to charge your car at night. What are you going to do when all of us are charging our car? It's 8 million people in Michigan. Let's say 10% have electric cars next year or in the next 3 years. That's 800,000 people charging their cars every single night, juicing up their cars, using energy on that grid. Guess what that's doing? That's creating stress on the grid. That, my friend, is a problem. We're the state that makes cars. We have the big three here. You're telling me Minnesota, Tennessee, all these other states, they get it? They're pro-solar. They understand for their residents. Guys, we're behind the ball here. All of the states in the U.S. are doing a great job on solar. You know which one's doing behind? Ours here in Michigan. Why? Our utility companies play puppet master to the Senate. The Senate has been in their back pocket the entire time. Nobody else wants to say it. I'm going to call it out. The damn Senate has been in their back pocket getting bought out every single time to control your rate increases, to control every single thing out there. It's time that we stand up and call the Senate right now. 517-373-2400. Tell them you've had enough. You don't have to buy solar from me. You can buy solar from anybody you want in the state of Michigan. There's a ton of great companies out there. But I'll tell you what you shouldn't do. You shouldn't be dictated onto who can tell you you can or can't put power panels on your home to produce energy. If you're helping the grid, you're helping the world out, and you're saving money, that's a control and greed issue from the utility companies, and the Senate is playing right into it. And it's time that we stand up to them and tell them we've had enough. We got enough problems with this pandemic and everything going on. We don't need any more power outages. What if you need the power for your food source or your medical source? What are you going to do? Your power's out. If you have solar and a backup battery that works as a generator, you don't have to worry about getting power out. But the utility companies say, hey, we need to have a cap. We can't be Hawaii. Hawaii's like 70% renewable. We're not even at 2, but they're capping us at 2. We have to stand up, Michigan, right now for our rights. You have a right to pay less for power. You have a right to create your own power. You have a right to charge your electric car that you choose to buy in the future. The time is now to tell them you've had enough. for their greed and for their profits to charge you more than normal power for renewable energy that they put somewhere else and not allow you to buy your own is a problem. So I'm asking you right now, all the folks in Michigan, step up right now. Call 517-373-2400. The Senate bill is 597. Tell them you've had enough. Tell them you're sick of the power and control from the utility companies to the little puppeteers in the Senate. We've had enough. I moved here from North Carolina. My power's gone out 14 or 15 times in the 20 months I've been here. It never went out that much in North Carolina. The utility companies in North Carolina, they get it. They promote solar. They want people to have solar. The utility companies here are prehistoric and way behind times and super, super greedy. Obviously, they're charging us so much for power. Makes no sense to me. The questions need to be asked from you right now. You don't have to get solar from me. You don't even have to buy solar. But damn it, you should allow every person here the right to get it if they want to. Utility companies shouldn't utilize the puppeteers of the Senate to go ahead and dictate who can and can't get renewable energy, who can and can't produce power to save money. I've had enough. You need to have enough. Step up, call again, 517-373-2400. Tell them Bill 597, you're sick of it. Release the cap. Allow people to get renewable energy if they want to. It makes less stress on the grid, so we have less power outages, gives people an opportunity to use the battery as a generator so nobody's without power, and allows people to control their energy costs to save money and not keep paying the big bad utility company. Need your help on that. Thank you. Bam!